Good morning. You know what day it is. Hump day! Mike. You can tell my wife is not around because I can go a lot louder. So, how's everybody doing? It's Christmas week. Are you stressed out? Are you freaking out? The family's coming. Do you have everything? Or are you doing okay? It's important to remember that every goal that you have, every dream that you have, remember a goal is just a dream with a deadline. They're the same thing. It's just how you approach it. They're all really designed to create a feeling. What you really want is you want the feeling that you think that goal or dream is going to give you. And the reality is we can give ourselves that feeling at any time. How? How do we know that? Well, let's say that your goal is to be whatever, to lose, to gain 20 pounds of lightness, to become financially independent. You're the one that decides when that happens. And when it does happen, you're the one that decides how you feel. It's not created by something else. It's created by your allowing yourself to feel a certain way. And what we learn at Date with Destiny is we learn that we can program ourselves, literally program ourselves to feel those feelings all the time, which allows us to accelerate progress. Why is that important? Well, it's important because you need to remember why you want all those goals because you want those feelings. And you need to remember that you can have all those feelings immediately because that'll help you get to the goals. You know, remember, um, uh, fear is imagination undirected, faith is imagination directed. So if you allow your imagination to just go and not control it, it's going to go to the places that are going to be scary. Einstein said that imagination was everything, that reality was what is, but imagination was what could be. Everything that's created in this world is created out of somebody imagining that it could possibly happen. From the electric light bulb to going to the moon to electric cars, somebody had an imagination that said, we can make this happen. Walt Disney called all of his team Imagineers. He didn't call them employees, he gave them a new identity. You're Imagineers. We're imagining what is possible. So if the point of goals is to get certain feelings, and we know that the only way that you get those feelings is you allow yourself to have them. So you can allow yourself to have those feelings now. And we know by doing that, you'll actually achieve the goals quicker because you'll feel those feelings and feel even better and be even more motivated, even though sometimes logic feels like that should be the opposite. Then we know that imagination is what we need to direct. When you direct your imagination, which is all that faith is imagination directed. You have faith that this is all going to work out. Now you're designing your own life instead of becoming part of somebody else's design for theirs. Because now you're saying, these are the things that are going to happen. I'm going to control my mind. I'm going to control my imagination with just a belief that it's going to work out. And now I'm going to feel those feelings and I'm going to find the why. When you don't, then the imagination is going to take off and it's going to take you to all the dark places that'll cause you to have anxiety, to cause you to have sleepless nights. And then what do? We go get prescriptions, we drink alcohol, we smoke weed, we do whatever in order to numb ourselves. And I'm not saying some people don't need those things. I'm not a doctor, but we can change how we feel immediately. And we've talked about that a lot. And the greatest way to do it is with your physiology. That's why exercise is so impactful. And that's why it's such a great thing to do first thing in the morning, because it changes your physiology and it'll automatically change your state. So as you head through the holidays, this doesn't just apply to the big dreams of, it also applies to the little things. Is dinner going to go okay? It applies to, am I going to get all my Christmas shopping done? Did I get the right gift? Are the kids going to be happy? You can't control any of that, right? But through imagination directed, through faith, you can control your response to all of that and believe that, you know what? It's all going to work out. It's all going to work out in the end. If it hasn't worked out, it's not the end. And with that direction of your imagination, now you're going to feel those feelings that you want to feel all the time. It's going to motivate you even more. And remember, Einstein also talked about that the vibration that you put off into the universe is what you get back. People that are really successful almost universally put out a vibration that makes other people drawn to them. Once in a while you'll get the tyrant, but even the tyrant has the ability to flip that and become incredibly charming and draw people in a way so that they're motivated to become part of the vision of that person. So whatever you want to have happen for this weekend and for next year and the year after and for your kids, be the change that you want to see in the world. Put off that vibration of what it is that you want, and you do that by imagination directed, which is by faith. And I'm not talking about some higher power. I don't have a conversation for you there. I'm talking about faith that everything that you want is going to work out in the end, because it's going to. And if you have that faith and you put off that vibration and then you do the work and you do all the stuff, if you feel those feelings, you're going to be motivated to work even more. Then guess what? It is going to work out in the end, and you're going to feel those feelings that you want to feel and accomplish all of those goals that much quicker. Have a great day, everybody. Thank you very much for watching. If you're in Northern Illinois or anytime around that area, get ready for supposedly Snowmageddon. We also know that sometimes that happens and sometimes that doesn't. Thanks for watching. We're all in this together. Let's take care of each other.